Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm seeing a big, enormous piece of lint on my shirt. Also known as, I gave myself a new name, Mr. Expose. People say, why you putting all your business on YouTube? Why you, look, man. Ain't nobody finna paint me to be the bad guy if I'm not the bad guy. If you still painting me the bad guy, knowing all that you know, cause I know you're spying on my channel, there's something wrong with you. And that's kind of along the lines of what we talking about today. I want to we got a couple videos coming. I'm going to do this video, then I'm going to react to Corey Holcomb. I'm going to try to do both of them real fast because I need to start no later than 10. 10 is late. Like, I'll just be laying around like I'm drained, y'all. I'm drained. I believe I'm going to get my energy back when I get down there. But right now I'm drained. Like, I got to remove myself from that situation. Because it's like I'm losing ambition. My ambition is hindered. Because I don't want to go with all the stuff that I said I was going to do and have to give it to somebody that's going to be screwing somebody else. Couldn't wait to screw somebody else. Just disregarded everything I did for him. Why would I, and why would y'all, as men, go all out just to get them 40% of it or more? I got to see how this finna go. And then I'll make my adjustments. So right now, a lot of stuff is going to be on hold until I see what these judges decide. You know, it's just the book's going to be on hold. I'm not doing none of that stuff. If I got to give it to her, I am going to pray day and night that the Most High judges somebody. I'm telling you. There's no way. There's no way. I ain't cheat. I ain't beat on her. The things I said were all or mostly retaliatory. Like, I didn't do her wrong, man. Really, if you want to be technical, she did me wrong. All them times that I was up and down, slow to find jobs, all that, she wasn't doing nothing, man. But insulting me, but telling me what I shouldn't have did. You know, and it's not that a man should need a woman, but a woman's job is to help him in the time of need. Because the time of need gonna come. Especially if you're a righteous man, the devil gonna make it come. So, but on this video, I want to kind of extend the short that I did. And I want to tell you a little more extensively. Do not prioritize these women. Do not prioritize these women. Do not revolve your life around these women. Don't do it, man. Really, what I should have did, just looking back at myself, I should have took that scholarship, went to Concordia, and whatever happened with her. That's not her fault. That is not her fault. I made that decision. Just like I made the decision. I made a lot of bad decisions. Just like I made the decision to quit the track team to stay here instead of going back down there and pursuing football. I made these decisions. But I should have just went to Concordia, and whatever she did, she did. And it was plenty girls up there. Them snow bunnies, you had the mixed girl. You had all type of women up there. When they took me on the tour, I saw them. I was seeing some of them. I revolved my life around a woman. So I know what I'm talking about. And then after we started having kids and got married, I still was revolving my life around her. Now, again, I was making my own decisions too. but my decisions were revolved around her. Like, I was at Milwaukee Area Technical College, MATC, here in Milwaukee. And like at the same time, I was like just starting to preach. And, you know, my son was young. And it's like, I decided to drop out of school because while I was in school, that it was just taking too much. Like, and it's like, I'm just sitting there like something just don't feel right with this. Because I felt like I was depriving them money with her being at home and with my young son. So I felt I needed to work, you know. But the jobs that I was getting, I was applying for high-paying jobs but wasn't getting. So I had to settle for what I could get. And pretty much that's the way life went throughout the course of the marriage. Like, I'm the one working. But look, let's be honest. Racism still exists. It's not an excuse. It's not a crutch, but it still exists. Because anytime you don't have a dude, you got a dude that ain't never got fired from no job. They don't even be looking at them applications like that. They look at certain things. So I just was taking what I could get. Even when I was in Texas, I was taking what I could get. Taking what I could get. I was doing that job with the tires. Anybody in the comments, if you see this video and you did that job through Labor Ready, what's now called People Ready, come in the comments and tell people how that job is. I did that so we can eat and pay for the room. We didn't even have an apartment. This is how I got down, and it didn't even matter when it was all said and done. I gave my all for it. I got hit in the face with a garage door, bust my nose open right here. They in there laughing. I wanted to fight. I was 10 times they saw. I wanted to bing, 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 and pick dude up and dump him on his head. But I always thought about them. I always thought about them. All the times I wanted to shoot people, all the times I wanted to fight people, I always thought about her and those kids. But when I quit a job because I was getting in mode, oh, you shouldn't have quit that job. You shouldn't have quit that. But she wasn't helping me, man. What good am I to them in jail? See, women get into this thing where they disrespect you to the point, she ain't never seen me fight, but some people have. The people that saw me fight, she don't realize that if I really get to fighting, if they don't knock me out, somebody's gonna have to call the police. Because if I'm losing, especially anything that's around, if I got to pull a pole out of the ground, I always knew how to control my temper. Like every time I quit a job, I'd never quit a job the first time they said something to me. When you see me quitting jobs, it wasn't the first time they said something to me. It probably was the 100th or the 1000th. Like they was picking. And when you saw me quit a job, every job I quit, they was picking. And especially, here's another thing. Not only were they picking, because I never quit right away, I was watching them show favoritism and go easy on other people. Now, I know sometimes the people that's been there the longest did the most. We not talking about them. I was seeing them go easy on people that had less experience than me, that was offering up less than me. Now, in one particular case when I was in Texas, dude was in the system longer than me, but he was in the system long enough to know what the hell he was doing. And when they took up for him, that was just too much. Too much. This dude had 2 years, 3 in the agency and was acting like it was his first day. And they was babying him, letting him slide, hoping that it was me. I got tired of that, man. What you expect me to do? I'm not finna die because I got a family. I'm not finna get stressed out to the point where I'm not even around. My peace is more important than that money because I can replace money. I know that I might sometimes you take a couple steps back, but if a job is disturbing your peace like that, you better make a decision. Because I done seen people on jobs that I work, they ain't last long after they retire. They ain't last long. One particular lady, she was always holding it in, trying to smile it off, holding it in. Man, she was gone within a year of retiring, not even. She was gone. She worked that job over 30 years, man. These jobs ain't that important, man. But and apparently, me quitting those jobs, that was just fueling the grudge. The grudge started with the porn, 2001, 24 years ago, y'all. Now imagine that. Imagine how bitter and resentful a person is towards another person if the initial bitterness started in 2001. That's 24 years. Every argument, everything that they don't like, every decision you make they don't like is just adding to the bitterness, adding to the resentment. And it got to the point where she resented me to the point where she wasn't doing what she's supposed to do, but still expected me to do what I do. This is why I tell y'all, do not revolve your life around no woman. Some of those decisions, that's how I was thinking. Like, look, I'm not finna revolve my life around her. She'll marry somebody else within a year if they come her way. These women if they can replace you, they'll forget about you. That's why you don't have too many feelings for these women. I don't care if you married to them. Because if they want to replace you, and clearly that's what she wants. If they're able to replace you, they'll forget about you and they'll badmouth you from now on. Like you ain't did nothing. And everything that you don't do that they want you to do, they're going to badmouth you even more. That's why don't revolve your life around them. I don't care if you do got kids. And don't prioritize them. Their curiosity, that itch in their vagina is another reason why you don't. And y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. I'm telling y'all, Corey Holcomb delivered. And I know he was cussing and stuff. I don't care. I don't care. It's people that don't cuss that's evil as hell. What y'all talking about? But he delivered to me the #1 rant that I ever heard. Speech, content, ever. Revolving them and how they are. And I'm going to play it. And I'm going to react to it. And I'm going to let y'all hear the guy who posted it. I'm going to let y'all hear some of his reaction. That's going to be next. But y'all know, listen. If it was up to her, I would still be there. Imagine if I was still there. Yeah, they would have backed off because I wouldn't be on probation. I'd tell them to go F themselves. Like, that's the way the county is. Once you off probation, you got to do something extreme to get fired. Like, if I told my boss to go F himself and then I went before them and he tried to suspend me, I'd be like, he was picking with me. And it's going to be over and done with. But they be knowing when you're on probation that your hands is tied. That's why a lot of people quit while they on probation. And then what's crazy is I can prove what I say. I could go up there right now and I could call one particular guy that I started with and be like, what did they tell us in training? And he gonna agree with me 100% because me and him was talking a couple days before that happened. He said, I ain't breaking up ish. You know why he said that? Because he knew that's what they told us. That's what they told us. But he wanted, I get my hair cut every week. My beard. All these women want me. I want all these women. So he wanted to try to mash out and crash out on me. Man, dude, I lost all respect for dude, man. I respected him before that. But when he handled that like that, I'm like, man, F this dude. And he trying to talk to me while I'm walking out, while they walking me out the door. Not that I got fired, I quit. I'm thinking in my mind, why is this dude talking to me, man? These people is crazy, man. That's what I'm thinking. Like, why is he even talking to me after what he was just saying in that office? The dude told me to do stuff that if I would have did it, they would have arrested him. He told me that I should have tased dude in his back. I'm like, why would I do that? And he go into his bunk on video. I killed you not. On video, you see me following him. I was following him just in case he tried something. He tried to say, you ain't gonna do nothing. Man, what the hell are you talking about? I had 13 years experience. You don't know me, man. You should hope I don't start getting these dudes. See, they want to, he old. Man, I guarantee you a lot of them, the majority of them young dudes was not messing with me in no brawl. I'm telling you. And I'm not into it. People be forcing me to talk like that. The majority of them young staff there was not effing with me. Then they used to try to treat somebody like, he ain't gonna do it. Yeah, okay. I keep myself ready. You just never know what could happen. But if it was up to her, if I was revolving my life around her, she was like, you shouldn't have quit. Why shouldn't I? I couldn't trust dude. Dude was going against what his trainers were saying. And I guarantee you, if I would have did what he said, he didn't like me enough to vouch for me. But the dude that I saw dapping him up and hugging him every day, he took a dude in the closet to fight. And the dude was cool. Our locker, me and his locker was right next to each other. Or two lockers down. We used to talk all the time. He was cool. But what helped him when he did that was he was cool with the captain. Probably was hanging with him off the job. Even the inmates was telling, well, we call them residents, but they was like, man, just go to such and such, the bar that one of the lieutenants owned, and just get you a section. I'm thinking, what he was saying would have worked. But I'm thinking, like, why would I do that? If they got a problem with me, F them. But she's like, you shouldn't quit that job. You shouldn't quit that job. Dude, all I say and I know she be watching my video, all I say is this. You made your decision. Now, don't get in my way financially. That's all I ask. You made your decision. You want a little pension punk? Go get you a pension punk. But don't get in my way so I can't do what I'm finna do. Cause your pension punk ain't gonna have nothing on what I'm finna have as long as you don't mess it up. You made your decision. Go with it. Don't try to get me for nothing. You claim you got somebody lined up. Let him take care of you. Don't try to get me for nothing. Go keep your agreement. And let's see if whoever you get with has more than me. You listen. But this the game these women play. They say this right here and do this over here. You want to criticize me and insult me every chance you get, like I ain't got nothing, ain't gonna have nothing. That's how you talk. Cause what she be doing, she be trying to provoke me so she can find out whether or not I do got something. I ain't no fool. But just get on out the way, Miss Desired. Everybody wants you, remember? Everybody wants you. All these guys that's better than me gonna line up. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Don't try to get nothing out of me. I'm gonna take care of my kids. Leave the courts out of it. Keep your agreement. And let's see if your pension punk is gonna have more money than me. Let's see if he got it like I got it. Cause you might want to get somebody young. Cause a lot of these old dudes ain't slanging the meat like you think. So you want to act like these dudes better than me. Let me tell y'all something that's watching this video. Let's get off of her. Forget her. How many 50-year-olds do you know can have sex without foreplay? Without foreplay. Just against foreplay. Just against foreplay. Oh, you just want to do that against foreplay. How many 50-year-olds you know don't need no chew or whatever they call those things? I don't even know. I know what the names of them because every time I look, what is it, Roll? It's coming up on my feed. They got ads on my page. Shout out to them. They got ads on my video. And I know about Viagra. Who don't know about Viagra and Cialis? But guess what? I ain't never bought a single one of them. I ain't never bought no honey pack. I ain't never bought no Viagra. Not that I'm getting a whole bunch of sex. But trust me when I tell you, when I start, I don't need that stuff. If I used it, it's not because I need it. These guys, 40s, 50s, they gon' need that. See, y'all women be criticizing people and y'all just don't be knowing what y'all doing. So she get with a dude that need all that. Let's see. They always think the grass is greener on the other side. They always think that. This ain't even a subject for me. This don't even apply to me at all. I know the grass is greener on the other side because all a woman has to do is have sex with me twice in 4 years and they done outdid her. So for me, I know the grass is greener on the other side. But for her, a lot of these dudes can't perform. And they drink like crazy. All dudes can't, like me, I could drink alcohol and still, alcohol actually supplement me. A lot of guys, alcohol just mess them up. I could eat 3 honey buns, sugar all in me, and drink and still, listen man, I'm not saying I'm a porn star, but I'm saying that a lot of time people will take you for granted because they so curious. Yeah, if you have sex with 20 dudes, 5, 10 dudes, somebody will be able to get with me and it's gonna be some competition. Dude, if you do, listen, man. A lot of these chicks just not worth it, man. They not worth your life, man. You dictate to them, and if they don't allow you to, don't go by how they look, don't go by nothing. Dump them. DTB. You make them get with your program. The minute they start insulting you too much, that's them trying to establish dominance. I don't care if you a geek, nerd, you let them know what it is. And don't listen to these little single mother raised punks who trying to elevate because they done got a few views and a few cash apps and now they sitting on some cash. They try to tell you otherwise. I know what I'm talking about, and any one of them can come get cooked. Anybody on YouTube. I like a lot of these dudes, but if they like disagreeing with what I'm saying, man, you let these women know what it is. I don't care if you 5'1" and make $7 an hour. You let them know what it is. You a man for a reason. You don't prioritize them, and you don't revolve your life around them. And you stop acting like y'all got to tell them everything in a date. You shouldn't be hardly telling her anything. She should be telling you. How's she vetting you more than you vetting her? How? Is that a dude? Not to worry, man. I'm finna give y'all some receipts. I'm finna show y'all how I handle rejection. I'm finna show y'all how I handle acceptance. I'm finna give y'all some receipts. Cause see, now I could get out in the field and show y'all what time it is. I can. We getting close to that. Let's get this whole thing finalized, and then I'm gonna show y'all. And sometimes I'm gonna go out dressed down and show you that don't matter as much as people say. It matters, but it don't matter as much as people say. I'm gonna show y'all. Any dude that's relying on his money and his cologne and relying, it's a difference, but that's who you are. That's what you do. It's a difference between that and relying on that. That's like, how can you criticize them for makeup? That's man's makeup. That's a man's makeup. Relying on his money. His money is his makeup. His cologne is his makeup. That's just something that you should do, but you don't rely on it, and you shouldn't need it. If you just slid from under a car and you got oil all on your shirt and you see something you like, you should be able to pull them. You should be able to interact with them and possibly pull some of them. Some of them are going to be too superficial. They acting superficial to be like, look, I was just working on a car. You got to know what to say to these women. I always knew what to say to them. You ain't getting to all of them, regardless. But if you know what to say, you'll have fun out here. And stop thinking a good man is a passive man. That's a bad man. That's not a good man. They just want to say that. A good man is a man who's in control and dominating, yet treating her well. Then we'll check her. If she get out of line, you check her up. Or you check her or you dump her. Which one? If she worth keeping around, you check her. You be like, listen, I'm not sharing you. Who you think you is? I need them. Y'all vagina ain't even set up like that. And that stuff is nasty. It's like you being cucked. People talk about cucks. You being cucked if you just intentionally sharing a chick. Now, if you paying for it or some stuff, if that's what you believe in, then it's not necessarily you being cooked. You know what it is from the jump. You know what's going on from Jump Street. But let me get off of here so I can make this reaction. and get on my merry way, y'all.